What if I told you that Luke Skywalker is already written into The Mandalorian and Grogu, and most fans haven't connected the dots yet? This wouldn't be a full-blown return, not a lightsaber hallway scene, not Luke stealing the spotlight, but a brief, deliberate cameo, one that quietly sets the stage for Dave Filoni's long-rumored Heir to the Empire style storyline. Because Grogu was Luke's student, the New Republic is already failing, and the shadows of Thrawn are getting closer. By the end of this video, you'll see why Luke Skywalker appearing in The Mandalorian and Grogu isn't just fan service. It's inevitable. The Mandalorian has always been more than just Din Djarin and Grogu. From the beginning, this era of Star Wars has been about repairing the damage left behind by the fall of the Empire, politically, militarily, and spiritually. And no character represents that mission more than Luke Skywalker. Today we're breaking down 5 major reasons why Luke appearing in The Mandalorian and Grogu makes perfect sense, and why his role could directly connect Dave Filoni's unfolding Heir to the Empire inspired endgame. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Nerds of Ren YouTube channel. Grogu isn't just a side character that Luke met once. He was Luke Skywalker's first real attempt at rebuilding the Jedi Order. Luke sensed Grogu's power. Luke pulled him from danger. Luke trained him. That bond matters. Even though Grogu ultimately chose Din Djarin over the Jedi path, Luke didn't abandon him. He respected his choice. And here's the key detail that most people overlook. Luke knows how dangerous the galaxy still is. If Grogu's Force abilities spike again, if he's hunted once more, if his connection to the Force becomes unstable, Luke Skywalker is the only Jedi alive who makes narrative sense to respond. The shows aren't subtle anymore. We have the Shadow Council, Imperial remnants uniting, Project Necromancer, and Thrawn's return looming. This isn't a local bounty hunter problem. This is the early stage of a galactic scale conflict. And in universe, there's one unavoidable question. Where is Luke Skywalker? At this point in the timeline, Luke is the most powerful Jedi alive, a known symbol of hope, a direct enemy of Imperial remnants. If Thrawn begins moving pieces on the board, Luke's absence would feel more unrealistic than his presence. This movie isn't just another episode. The Mandalorian and Grogu is designed to unite the Disney Plus shows, transition toward Filoni's crossover film, recontextualize the sequel era buildup. Luke appearing briefly, especially near the end, would anchor the story to classic Star Wars, reassure casual fans, and strengthen the continuity without overshadowing Din and Grogu. Think less Return of the Jedi Luke and more quiet Guardian watching the horizon. Thrawn doesn't rush. He studies. He plans. Grogu represents something incredibly rare. Force sensitivity, longevity, a connection to both Mandalorians and Jedi. If Thrawn is truly orchestrating events from the shadows, Grogu would be a strategic asset or liability, depending on who controls him. If Luke senses that someone like Thrawn is interested in Grogu, that's no longer a personal matter. That's a galactic threat. This is where everything clicks. Luke doesn't need to fight. He doesn't need a long scene. Imagine this. The final act of the film, the immediate threat is resolved. Din and Grogu think they've won, and then Luke Skywalker arrives. Not with spectacle, with warning. He senses a disturbance, a strategist in the unknown regions, a war that hasn't started yet. This single moment would tease Thrawn's true endgame, position Luke as a key player moving forward, and set the emotional and narrative tone for Filoni's crossover film. That's Heir to the Empire energy, modernized. Luke Skywalker appearing in The Mandalorian and Grogu wouldn't be fan service. It would be logical, earned, and strategically placed. A brief cameo, a meaningful connection, a warning that the real war is still coming. And if Dave Filoni is truly building toward his own version of Heir to the Empire, Luke Skywalker has to be there, because the galaxy doesn't just need heroes anymore. It needs legends. Thank you guys so much for watching this new Star Wars theory video. If you did enjoy, I ask that you leave a like down below, as it does help the channel grow and also pushes this video out to more Star Wars fans. Comment down below and let me know if you think this movie will have any cameos such as Luke Skywalker or Thrawn. Also let me know if you think this movie is going to lead into Ahsoka or Dave Filoni's Heir to the Empire story. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome Star Wars content. Also subscribe to the Nerds podcast as we discuss everything Star Wars, Marvel, and DC. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, my friends, may the Force be with you.